Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Love in Black and White, where each week we try and put the love back in you right. Hey, a little creepy. I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish Jay Hollingsworth, and the co-host, the part-time famous, full-time funny, Carlos Anthony.
In the
Yeah.
building. What's happening? What's
Yes.
going on? Long time no see.
Yes, we've been well, I've been gone, but the podcast has been away for what was it? Was it 2
Weeks.
weeks?
It's been a
Okay.
couple weeks, man.
Or was it? Oh, fucking now people are starting to ring me up. Oh god, let me just fucking mute this. Yes, we were gone for 2 weeks because I was in the motherland, Ireland, with Angel, and amazing trip. I posted pictures. You probably see.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if I'd have got an invite, but
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh fuck. But yeah, it was crazy. Like, I think I told you while I was there that it just it makes me it's like it re-energizes you, motivates you, but it also lets you realize how insignificant in the grand scheme of things we all are. The
absolutely.
self-important shit, you're like, okay, fucking take it down a notch. We're looking at a tomb of some dude from 5,000 years ago. My fucking dick jokes aren't you. Oh, Carlos, come on, just ruining the podcast.
Yeah, I ruined your
That's why you
nostalgic
didn't get the
moment.
invite for Ireland. No, but
Listen, I'm trying to let people know we are live on Love in Black and White.
but what's great about that is that that's one of the topics I put in, traveling with your SO, your
Okay,
significant other. Um, so when you were married, or have you ever taken any like major trips with your?
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been
oh,
on.
fucking,
Settle down now. You don't know what it's on.
I didn't know. Maybe you owed somebody a trip, like you owed that girl some Jordans.
No. But yeah, I've been on a few trips. I done flew out
Got
with some
flued
people.
out.
Flew
It,
out with some people before.
now what's funny is because there's like we travel so much with our jobs that it's like I have it down to a science. Like I have. I mean, like when we went international, I had my little cubes for any kind of outlet, Europe or what, or Ireland, whatever, and then also like I have my little fucking satchel I carry. It's like I don't know what you call it, a body bag or whatever, that but it has
Little
all
man
my
purse.
shit. Like, well, I wouldn't call it that. Maybe a merce. uh, but I got my cable cords, my passport, everything in there. And so it's like I have like a system. I have a whole system when I travel. I got my fire stick I bring with me, all that shit. So um Angel's we've or she's traveled before and stuff, but when we're traveling together, there can be problems that could arise. Like
Challenges.
yeah, there you go. There's a good way to say it. Challenges. It's more positive. Which the first couple of times we had some challenges because Angel, I mean, she'll tell you she's notoriously late on things. And if it's just like a hanging out event, you can be late. But like a flight, you can't fucking be late. So she's good now though. Like fucking, we're on it. I don't want to say I trained her, but
That you probably would not be
that's not the
the
right word.
appropriate word. I got up trained now.
She's
Come on, come on.
she's learnt. No, I don't even that. I don't even want to say. But
All right,
she's
Ike Turner.
what'd you say?
All right, Ike Turner.
Yeah, it's fucking, no, but when we took a trip out to Chicago, and coming back, I didn't know if we were gonna fucking miss our flight because she the night before she didn't pack, and so she's like, oh, I'll do it in the morning. Then the morning comes and she's fucking trying to pack it, and she had got a whole bunch of stuff from her friend, like some shoes and stuff, and so she's trying to figure it out, and I'm like, we gotta fucking go, and her friend's like, we gotta go or you're gonna be late. And so luckily we got there just in time. But like this trip to Ireland, smooth sailing. Like I think she's kind of taken my cue and figured
We'll
out
go
like
with that.
yeah,
We'll go with
that's a good
taking
way
my
to say it.
cue versus
Yeah.
train. I think that's a very
She's
rare.
also not home right now, so it's easy for me to say all this shit.
That's why you whispering. I was wondering why you got lower.
She
You like,
walks in the door, I'm like, "Ugh." Next thing you just start seeing
you think I'm
fucking
on soccer
hands.
duty, and you think I came
No,
back?
she's what the surprise. She's actually Ike Turner.
I can see it.
I taught her well. No, but yeah, it was. She still has to get her TSA pre-check. That
Okay.
TSA that is a fucking game changer. But other than that, it was smooth sailing the traveling. Did you have any maybe the first time traveling with somebody that you hadn't traveled with before? Any horror stories?
No, I never really had any horror stories because I'm a time person. So I think I probably was more proactive in making sure that whoever I was traveling with knew how I moved with regards to travel. I'd rather get to the airport super early than be right on time and rushing.
Mm.
So yeah, I've already always kind of set that precedent that hey man, all right now, let's pick it up, or somebody's getting left. I guess I'm gonna be out in Miami by myself. So
Dude, it is so tough. Like trying to tell a woman to fucking hurry up without getting the fucking attitude back. It's like it's an art form to be able to be like to I guess you'd say like gracefully be like, you need to hurry the fuck up.
right, and
It's
it's a
fucking
very
us
thin
up for
line
both of
too.
us.
It's a very thin line because most men are, I would assume, are time conscious. And it's like, all right, man, listen, if the airplane leaves at whatever 10 o'clock in the morning, we got to be there 2 hours ahead. And I like to be there like 7:40, just in case, because you never know. You never know. But if they
Mhm.
slow poking around, I always make sure. I've been lucky to have the women that I have traveled with 9 times out of 10 have already been packed up, or they know they might take a
Oh
long time the
god.
night before, but the day of, now they ready to go. So I've been lucky, knock on wood, that whoever I travel with next, watch her be a horror story 10 times over.
Dude, yeah, because it's like it stresses me out. Like I take steps to make sure that I'm not rushing or worried about anything, and I've calculated for any in traffic accidents, or if we get in an accident on the way there, or the Uber driver, whatever. I it's all factored in.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
so when somebody throws a fucking monkey wrench into it, I'm like, we need to fucking go. What are we doing here? Fuck, man. It
And
gets
you
so
got to also
frustrating.
think, shoot, who wants to get to the airport? Now both of y'all are stressed, you arguing, and you supposed to sit on a plane for I don't know how long. I mean, when do you calm down after that? Because I'm gonna be pissed for a while if I ran all the way and just had to jump on the plane at the last second. I'm gonna be a little hot.
Yeah,
I'll
that
probably
happened in
be gone right there.
Chicago. I was fucking pretty hot. And hold on, Apollo seems to be chewing on something. Come here, Apollo. Come here. Come here. Oh, you dummy. He just destroyed a sucker stick. Quit eating that shit. He's gonna shit out a little fucking stick of a
Yes,
Tootsie
indeed.
Pop stick. Yeah, it was luckily, like I said, it's good now. I think I think Angel understands how I am. Like, I'm like, she actually said something the other day about just in general. Like, I'm very, I have routines, like,
Mhm.
especially like after the surgery, I have like, I take vitamins every day, certain vitamins I have to take every day, I do protein shake every day, and I am regimented. That's the word she used. I am
Absolutely.
very regimented in like in how I travel, but in like a lot of things, I make lists. I'm a big list guy. Fucking knock out that list as I go through the day. Shit I got to
Right.
do. And but yeah, it was like, oh, Angel gets me. She gets me. Now she could just
Yeah, the
fucking
fact that she knows, I mean, again, that's what makes a great couple is when you guys know each other, what routines you do and what your regimen is and how you are and how you like things. Because I just realized yesterday I was here and after I put up groceries, I was like, oh, this shit is pretty orderly. I don't know if somebody else would understand.
dude. And the food
I
you
do
make,
it.
like for anybody that's not following Carlos, dude, when you post your food shit, I'm like, man, I want some of that. I don't even eat that shit, but fuck, it looks good.
I'm really working hard to this. And I laugh at Kalia. Shout out to Kalia McNeil.
Yeah.
She gave me the recipe for or the directions for the remoulade sauce that goes over it. But she
Ah.
always jokes with me now when I start cooking these little fancy dishes and post it. She's like, "What's her name?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm just doing this for me. I want to see how I can do now. I mean, I ain't got nothing else but time and opportunity. So let me get off in this kitchen and see what I can chef up."
You know what I'll say about that?
What's that?
I mean, it'd be nice to get an invite over for dinner, maybe once a year.
It's good. I got a couple. I bought me some lamb chops. I've never made lamb in my entire life. So I was like, let's just see how this
Is
works
that the
out.
last one you posted?
No, that was crab cakes. I made
Oh,
crab
that's right. See,
cakes.
I'm not a big crab or seafood. There's not a lot of seafood I like, but
Mhm.
that shit looked good. I was like, damn, that fucking looks
Hey,
good.
listen, I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. So when I do settle down,
Ladies,
hey, when I do
it
settle down,
cooks.
we're gonna have some good meals on under our belt.
Um, all right. I'm going through these topics. Keep your relationship private until.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I was like, yeah, and I think you should keep. I used to be a fan of just, hey, man, just let people know, that y'all. But I think now with so much going on and people kind of in and out of relationships so much that I think people really need to keep their relationships quiet until they have solidified that this going to be a thing, if that makes sense.
It
I
does.
think it's too much. I see too many people going in and out. Matter of fact, recently I was like, some dude just introduced me to a girl I thought that was his wife. And
Oh boy.
I was like, that don't. I mean, it kind of looks like the woman, but that ain't really. I don't think that's her.
You were
And
like,
I
you're like,
almost
good to
slipped
see
up.
you again. She's like, I've never met you. Like,
But that's what's funny. I said, "Good to see you," and I was like, "Ooh, that's not her." And I caught myself, and I left off the again part, and I was like, "Nice to see you," but then I was like, "That sounds weird. Nice to see you because I've never seen you before." So
yeah. I mean, nice to see you. I mean, nice to meet you. I don't know
right.
why I said that. It's weird.
So yeah, I just think people need to keep that shit under wraps, man, until you have solidified that y'all gonna be together for a while and y'all working out. Plus, the other catch 22 to that is I've started to notice it, and I've heard it before, is that people don't want anybody that doesn't look like anybody else wants them. Does that make sense?
Wait, say that
Like
again. People
so
don't want.
so they want somebody who's with somebody else,
Oh,
which is a weird dynamic.
like the thing with guys wearing wedding rings,
Yeah, yeah.
and they
So
get
yeah,
more
if
action or
you look
whatever.
like you are taken, then you're more attractive to people, which is crazy. But yeah, to keep all that foolishness down and keep people out of your business, just keep it quiet until you both are comfortable with each other and know each other well enough to be like, hey, listen, in, I'll go ahead and let people know that this my girl or this my guy.
Yeah, I think that might be. I'm not trying to be funny, but I think that might be with coming with age. You know, like a maturity thing. Because I think when you're younger, you may not want to post because you're a player and you're just trying to fuck anything, or you may want to post because like almost like an insecurity thing, like, hey, look who I can pull, if they're
Mhm.
fine. If they're ugly, then you're probably like, no, I don't want to post.
People take
Like,
that picture down. I don't want to keep it to myself.
yeah, yeah, like you got pictures with this girl, but she's always like looking away or something. That's weird. No, but yeah, like with Angel and I, we it just kind of like it wasn't a thing we discussed or even like a conscious thing. It was just like I mean, like people that know, and or like people that I'm close with or whatever knew about the relationship. And it's not like I have to announce anything to the online community. But like if I was, if it was Valentine's Day or something, or whatever, hey, me and my girl did this, or whatever. And
Right,
I
right.
don't, it wasn't like, and it wasn't like I'm like, hey guys, I'm making an announcement. I have a girlfriend or significant other, whatever you want to say, my life partner, and I'm making an announcement, and we did this. So just so y'all know, it's just like I just post it like I do anything else,
Yeah, the other flip side to that is when you do break up. Now y'all are battling online. That shit is a whole different world. I always pay attention now to that as well with regards to any woman that I'm even considering, is how they, what's up, Natasha? Is how they have interacted before with exes. Like if she's one of those that starts putting their ex on blast because they broke up, then I'm out, because I don't know where your mind is from that regard. Is if we break up or we have a bad moment, are you putting me online? Like, why would you do that? So
dude. There was a girl that, God, this is it's probably 7 to 10 years ago. We went out on Valentine's Day, right?
mhm.
And I think we both posted pictures of it. It was just we were done up or whatever. And then like, and me and her, whatever, didn't work out. Cool. It wasn't like it wasn't bad blood or anything, but like 4 or 5 years later, she hit me up. She was in a new relationship and wanted me to take down my picture. And I'm like,
What?
no. I'm not gonna go scrolling through 4 years of my daily videos to find one fucking post. Yeah,
That's
I was
stupid.
like, yeah,
She wanted you
exactly.
to take down the one picture of y'all together.
Yeah, from like 4 years ago. That now
How did
now
she
it's been
see it?
like that's like 10 years ago.
That's stupid. Because even
I
even my
know.
ex boyfriend, I mean her boyfriend at that time, who's scrolling 4 years worth of pictures to say who is that dude right there that you
Yeah,
hooked up with? I wouldn't give a damn about none of
I
that.
know. I'm like, yeah, I'm, and anybody else, I might be like, is she just trying to like check on me, or is there some alternative motive, like she just wants to talk to me or something? But I don't think that was the case with that. I think it genuinely, for whatever reason, she wanted me to take it down because she was in a new relationship.
Did she mention though? Did she say
Yeah,
that? Though? It's like, hey,
she
this guy
I
saw this picture and is creating a problem here.
it again, this is like 10 years ago, so I'm trying to draw in,
And
wisdom
you was on
and all.
MySpace, AOL Messenger.
It was Black Planet. uh
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
do you remember Black Planet?
I do.
Holy,
I do
I
remember.
I had a fucking page on there like a fucking asshole that I am.
That
God,
sounds about right, though. That tracks.
Jesus Christ! Don't tell Kalia.
I am.
Yeah, I
I
know. I'll
am.
never hear the end of it. Uh, fucking Black Planet. No, but again, it was 10 years ago, and we're old. We're old, both of us.
Oh,
So,
oh, you.
but so it wasn't like her saying, "Hey, I'm in a new relationship, and my man wants you to take that down." But she did mention that she was in a new relationship, and can you take that down? I was like, man, I'm not scrolling through fucking years, like 10 years of videos. Ugh,
Honestly,
it
you
just,
know it's easier for you to block me. Then
yeah,
just block me, so that way he
yeah,
doesn't see anything, you don't see anything, and then we can
yeah,
go on about our life. Because that's stupidity at its finest, and it which leads
yeah.
into the conversation of how insecure do you have to be
Yes,
as a person, right? That's not even a man or woman thing. How insecure as a person do you have to be concerned with somebody and someone else's past? I can understand if y'all still in communication and y'all still hanging out and blah blah blah, but then you like, all right, man, I don't like this. But 4 years, 5 years, hell, 30 days ago, I don't really give a damn about what you did 30 days
yeah.
ago. You hung out with me.
What do you say? You have 3 days?
Yeah, you got yeah, you already on the clock anyway. You got 3 days.
Fucking 3 days. It's fucking make or break it. It's
Right.
72-hour mark. You better fucking.
And I'll tell you, I'm sticking to that 3 day thing. I had a
So
situation
funny.
recently. I don't know if I put that on the thing, but that might lead into the next conversation. But yeah, recently I was like, I'm good. I'm
Wait,
good.
what happened?
Is what was the other topic we had on there? What did I put on there?
Where the
I think
fuck
it was
did I
about
put it?
communication.
Now I don't know where I put my phone. Jesus Christ.
Wow,
Oh, it's right over
Jesus,
here.
Jesus
Fucking
H Christ.
God. God.
Look at this
Is this
kicking
the
in.
best? Is it about a best friend?
Uh-uh.
Okay, then just say what you're saying then. What
Okay,
happened?
yeah. So a young lady told me recently that I was like, hey, yeah, and I'd be interested in getting to know you better. What's up? And she was like, cool, but I keep my phone on do not disturb at all times. And I was like, Okay. So in my mind, I'm thinking, then how are we going to
Yeah.
communicate if I can't communicate
You
with
want me to do some smoke signals or
right?
fucking
Well,
carrier pigeon?
and I'm not really a fan of. I'm not, and I don't know how to say it other than to just put it out there. I'm not gonna wait 2 or 3 days. Hell, I'm not gonna wait 24 hours for you to respond if we're
Yeah.
trying to get to know each other. That's how you get to know each other. And I may be a big texter. I'm not a huge phone person. I don't like to talk all the time on the phone. But if we can't communicate, and I don't know how we facilitate getting to know each other better,
Or make plans or
or make
anything.
nothing. We can't do anything.
You want
And
me
I'm
to
not going
email
to
you for a fucking
and
yeah.
it's a weird perspective because you like I was talking to another young lady, a friend of mine. She was like, "Well, women want you to chase it," and I was like, "I'm, you know what? I here's the thing. I understand courting. That's what
Yeah.
we used to call it back in the day. Is
Yeah.
you're trying
Oh,
to
I know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Back in the 70s, it was called courting. And I get that. I understand that. That means the men have to make a consistent effort to show you I'm interested in you. Just like we talked about that with you and Angel that one time when she was like, hey, when
Yeah.
you get ready, you let me know. And I
Right.
believe in that. So, but if you think I'm going to try to do that and I'm the only one talking, it's almost like the dudes in the DMs that just be saying, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And the woman don't ever respond. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that forever. No.
Well, and also courting, she has to wanna be courted, and if I
Absolutely.
can't communicate with you, I can't court you. If I like, that is that's the fucking weirdest shit I yeah, I'm interested, but, let's never talk. I mean, or I'd have been like, if she said, "Oh, but I keep my phone on do not disturb all the time," I'd been like, "Cool, do you have a landline?"
Right, sure. I mean,
And
because
then if you
I don't
don't, then I'd be like, "All right, so this is pretty much it." Because I don't know when I'll ever talk to you again because I can't text you spur of the moment plans. I gotta text you something like what 3 weeks out and hope that you see it in that 3 weeks or you know
oh,
what?
whenever you feel like it.
Yeah,
I don't yeah, that was a automatic red flag to say the least. And I think she's mad cool, but I'm just like, I ain't, I'm not into chasing. I don't want to chase. I don't want to feel like I'm chasing you
yeah,
because makes me look like the weirdo that I'm. Hey, how you doing today? What's going on? Blah 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 blah
yeah.
blah. And
It
I don't
goes from courting to stalking.
right right. So what'd you say, Natasha?
Mm,
Natasha, I don't know. Pull
you
that
want to
up.
read it?
Yep. My phone is on silent because I'm easily distracted. But in a relationship, my guy has a ringtone that bypasses that for calls and texts. Just don't be weird and call me after 10 p.m. I'm cool with that. Um, and I understood that too. Because and let me put the asterisk on that. She was like, I'm only have in your case, if for family and close friends. And I was like, that's cool. But if we're trying to communicate with
Oh,
each other, then I'm not going if I and I'm out of that call bracket that you have, I don't know what you want me to do.
that is so fucking random. Fucking do not disturb.
And
Yeah,
I'm a fan of my phone is on silent or the
yeah,
ringer is on what is it vibrate because I don't want to hear that shit all day long. But
yeah.
I mean, but if we're telling each other we're gonna get to know each other, then I'm expecting to hear from you at some point.
Yeah, I mean, when I go to bed, I put my shit on silent. I make sure my
Absolutely.
shit's on silent, but just do not disturb always is fucking wild. What's the point of having a cell phone then?
I don't know. I don't know, and I have not gotten
Think
past that
deeper.
yet. I was like, I don't know how to beat this one. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd have immediately been like, "All right, well, I mean, I've told you, it's like you gotta. I get the courting thing because I'm old. You know, I was raised by my grandparents, so I'm old school, and I'm all for courting. But I'm like, like I said, if it's only one sided of a person wanting to be courted or not, then it becomes you just stalking them. You're fucking texting them no response and then, and then can you imagine be like, yeah, look how many times Scarlett, well, bitch,
right,
you got it on do not disturb. You ain't fucking ever replying.
And those things creep into my mind too.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be that guy that has 5 or 6 messages that you could be like, look at this fool constantly. And you see, I ain't said nothing to him. Now I look crazy. I look crazy trying to communicate to you, and there's no reciprocation in that. So I'm good, man. I don't. Every day I'm learning something new, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna turn out for me
And now
in the long
is
run.
this person older, younger? Are they old?
Just
Are
in
they
a
old
forward.
like your age
In
or
a
the younger?
forward. Wow. If I said your age, it's a step
It's
up.
Angel. You wanna say something about Angel's age? Go ahead. What's that? What do you wanna say?
What you say about my woman? What you
I'm gonna cut this part and play it for Angel, so go ahead. What did you wanna say about the age?
say? So yeah, no, she's in her 40s. I mean, shit, she's in her 40s. So I
Angel's
don't.
not on your foot. Oh.
No, this woman is in her 40s. So I'm like, I don't. You don't sound like
She's in her 40s.
you're not really
Jesus.
wanting to. And again, I rather just tell me that and say, no, I'm not ready for that, or I'll get to you when I get to you, and I'll be like, okay, cool. Then that's the game we're gonna play, and I'm cool with that too.
Dude, I would handle it the exact same way you I mean, I would if somebody told me that, I would just be like, "Okay, cool." And I probably would never text him or call him about anything dating wise ever again. Because
Well,
I'm like,
I said after that
I might give
conversation,
one. I might give one text, be like,
I
"Okay,
gave
let's test
one.
it out."
I
You know,
gave
does she reply right away or what?
I gave one, and
Yes, or if
I
he
guess
said,
that
"So
was
phone sex is out then."
right.
Un
Oh yeah, I mean,
unless you
because
can hold that boner for like 3 days. Yes. Yeah, I know.
you do
You're
the
like, "I'm
Trump.
so close. Fuck." Now it's another yeah. Donald Trump. Uh.
Yeah, so I did. I think I sent a message. It had to be Saturday, and I didn't hear anything till Monday, and I was like, "Yep, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm
You
out.
you tested the waters,
I'm
and
out."
the waters are no good.
Yeah, because again, ain't no. I don't care. Personally, if even if I was exhausted on Sundays, when usually Sundays are my day just to be like, I'm not doing nothing. I ain't moving nowhere. I'm not going nowhere unless I have a show. I would definitely still respond. I mean, you're in and out of sleep. Nobody sleep fucking 24 hours at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
If
the
you are, that's you probably need to get that checked. That's
yeah. Yeah,
narcolepsy. That's fine.
Natasha said, "Yeah, no, that's crazy." Um,
Yeah.
all
Mm-mm.
right, we still have your other topic. I'm going to mine that I told you not to look at.
Okay.
So, Carlos and I did a, military gig this last, weekend. It was great up in Fort Irwin in Barstow, California. It went great, and, one of the, employees there kinda caught Carlos's eye,
Oh.
you might say. She's very pretty, very cool. I'll just
Mhm.
leave it at that. I don't you didn't, like, get her number or anything like
Mm-mm.
that, you know? Very professional. Carlos is consummate professional. But here's my question. It's a two-parter. Could you date somebody that's in the military, not in your city, and, because it's kind of along the same lines as far as, like, when you would see them, could you date someone in prison? Yeah. I think we
I
talked
mean,
about I think Manny and I had talked about this once before, but not the military part. So somebody in the military that's, you know, either in another state or another country, and then a prisoner. And I bet
military.
you're gonna ask about the prisoner, or what you say about the prisoner, I bet will be what I brought up. But, okay, I'm shutting up now.
Military, absolutely. Military, absolutely. Because I mean, you chose that as your profession or your career or a career path for you, and if we just happen to connect like that, and we vibing and we chilling like that, then absolutely. And I just got to deal with the fact that you live in either another city or another base, or like you said, out the country, and we'll work around it. And I'm cool with that. But prison, was she in there when I met her? I mean, why was I pen pal and somebody in prison?
Let's say you're randomly on a like a Tinder, and somehow she has a Tinder profile and you match.
What's she in for?
That was my first question
Yeah, yeah,
when Manny
what's
and I
she in
talked about
for?
this before. I'm like, is she in for drunk driving, or is it
Right.
for fucking manslaughter? What's the fucking
Yeah, yeah, I need to know the charges. I need to know what the charges are and how much time are you doing.
okay? Let's say this. we'll say it's a I don't know what the charge is, but whatever it is, it's something you're cool with. Like it's, like
Oh yeah,
maybe tax fraud, something, you know.
yeah.
But let's say she's in for from this point on, she's still got another. We're gonna say another year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've dated a couple of girls that have some jail time on them. So yeah,
Uh,
not during my time with them, but they've had a couple of jail times on them. So yeah, I would. Just as
Natasha,
long as what she's like.
she said the military person can save you when the zombie invasion ultimately arrives, which Carlos believes in because he watches Walking Dead all the time.
Yeah,
The convict is a no-go, even if it's a second coming of Malcolm X. Natasha, you couldn't date a dude that maybe he tax fraud, and he's a Christian. He's a good man. He's a
he didn't
good
work out.
man. He just and maybe and he tells you that he fucked up. It wasn't even his own taxes that he fucked up. He was working for somebody else, and he just messed up on those. But he got sentenced. You still couldn't date a good man that he just fucked up on some taxes.
He was
Nope.
no,
Nope.
a bald faced note. Maybe he got in jail and prison. He found the Lord. And
Yeah.
everything is good. That's still a nope. I need a second nope on that one. He's a good Christian man. He's
I think she's
leading
gonna
Bible
be.
study on Wednesdays now. He's singing in the choir on Thursdays.
I said what I said. She's a fucking nope.
Okay, well that's out for Natasha.
Uh, but
Meanwhile,
you
I'm
you
over here.
could you could.
Yeah, I would. I mean, as long as it's not like you said, anything where she physically abused her ex, she stabbed him, cut him up, or anything like that. All right, man. All right, we all did some dirt. I get it.
Now, would you do some research, or would you just take her word for what she
Oh
said
no,
she was in?
I'm going full. What do they
I
call it?
need to
What do
see
they
the
call it when they?
docket.
I'm doxed. Yeah, is it dox? Is it
A
doxing?
docket. Looking at the docket,
I'm
like
looking at all
I
the
got to look at
paperwork. I
the
want
charges.
all the paperwork. Matter of fact, I may reach out to your attorney and find out what exactly is going on.
Now, BS Jeffrey brought up a new twist. Okay, what about somebody that let's say they sell weed? I don't know, weeds. So
Been there,
fucking
been there, done that.
a criminal, but no record. So they've
Been
never
there,
been
done that.
arrested, but they're doing illegal shit.
Been there, done that.
Would you now though?
Probably not. And I posted this earlier. I don't want to do anything right now that's going to jeopardize what I'm
Yeah,
working
I
hard
saw that.
for. So if anything you got going on can come back to me or be tied to me and it's gonna fuck up what I got going on, then that's probably gonna be a hard no. It's gonna be a
You,
hard
you,
no.
that's interesting. You say one thing I used to say in my like when I was dating back in the day. I used to say, I don't care what's happened in your past or what you've done in your past, as long as it doesn't affect our future.
Right.
So I'm, maybe you've been to jail or whatever, but you're on the right path now. As long as you aren't doing that shit now, dude.
Yeah.
I think I might have talked about this before on the podcast, but a long time ago, there was a girl when I was. This is man, I was probably mid 20s. I may find your Harley Quinn. Natasha says to
Because
BS
he said
Jeffrey.
B.S. Jeffries is a loophole. He said I'm a loophole legend. He'll find it.
Yeah, so you said outlaw over criminal. But I had met this girl at Seward Park in Seattle. Seward Park's like on the weekends, people would go there, hang out. You roll in your car, fucking bump the music. What's up, girl? And so I had got this girl's number, and we would talk on the phone, and this kind of speaks to your like when you said this girl has the do not disturb on, it immediately made me think of this girl. Every time we were talking, I'd be like, oh, so what do or like if she said she had to go to work or something about work, and I'd be like, oh, what do you do? She never would say, and she was like, it was like overtly not saying. And I've always said, like, I don't care if you're a stripper or whatever, right? She just would not say. And I just, when we would get off the topic, well, this one night went and picked her up, and I was roommates with Mark Cook, my buddy Cooker, and he was gone, and I picked her up when we went back to the apartment, and I think we were gonna watch TV movies or something, I don't know. And I remember it so vividly. We like just walked in, and we're standing, and I was like, something about her job or whatever, and I was like, I go, why don't you want to say it? Like, I got to be honest with you, it makes me like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to judge you on whatever it is, but but it's just weird to me that you won't say, like, is there something I should be worried about?
Right.
So she goes, oh, okay, well, I'll tell you what I do. So I sell crack. And that was my face. I was like, I'm sorry, what? You crack backs? You're a chiropractor? What'd you say? And I thought she was joking at first, because she just said it so mad. She goes, oh yeah, I sell crack. And I was like, all right, no, really, what do you do? And she goes, no, I sell crack. And then she had on a skirt, and she rolls down like her skirt a little bit in her panties, and she had a bag of fucking crack rocks. And so I told her, I go, look, I'm not like, I don't look down on you or judging you for that or whatever, but I'll be honest with you, like, I come from a family of cops, and it's like, I'm fucking like, it like freaks me out as far as being around it. Like,
Right.
I've at the time I hadn't even smoked weed. I don't do drugs or anything. And she's like, I don't do it, I just sell it. And I was like, I just got to be honest. I'm uncomfortable with it. And so I fucking took her home. That was the end of that.
I mean, yeah, because that ain't not petty. That's not a petty crime. You are selling crack.
And you're in my fucking house with crack rocks.
Crack. No,
You sell
man.
crack, don't you? Go ahead, jump.
Well, hit that note expeditiously. Don't fuck around.
Your favorite line.
That would be that's a red flag. We're done here. That's been real moment for sure. You're not gonna sell crack on my watch.
What's the wildest thing you've ever like been told or heard on a date that you're on?
Oh, but
I brought her back to the trap. Natasha said I brought her back to the trap.
Right. Yeah, no. I had a couple women that stabbed their boyfriends, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. I said, y'all didn't go to jail or nothing. No, the cops came, and whatever happened, and it was like, now I just know the level of argument that we can be able to do is going to be very small, because I like my body intact. I don't want holes in it.
I don't want to raise my voice.
Right.
We're just having a disagreement. I hope
So yeah, but that was probably about the worst that I've ever heard.
Ever? Yeah, I sell crack. Fucking
That'll do it.
Give me one thing that will end this date for 200. I sell crack. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah,
it's the number one answer.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, man, it was wild. I literally was like, oh, she's being funny, because she just, oh, I sell crack. Like, so mad. Like, oh, I work for AT&T.
I mean, and again, in my 20s, I probably would have looked. I would probably wouldn't even blinked at that. I don't know. Whatever.
I was in my 20s. I was like, oh, yikes, because I mean, I've had some weird, the one lady that spoke multiple languages and fucking said that she was being watched, and yeah, I'm just like, I always trust my gut. My pop said, always trust your gut, and if fucking
100%.
somebody's saying I sell crack, is it? No,
But that's all the more reason now, especially now, if you're gonna do anything within my vicinity that I'm gonna get pulled into,
Yes.
I'm out. I don't want no parts of it. I'm good on that. You can call me Mr. Goody Goody or whatever. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not going to jail. Okay.
Right. Right.
Now we get to our final topic, and this is yours. Can you have a best friend of the opposite sex and not think they haven't had sex before, or that one of them would want to at some point if given the opportunity? Yeah. Do you want to start, or you want me?
Go ahead. Yeah, because I put the topic up there. I'll close it out.
All right. When I was younger, I'd have said no. But with maturity and wisdom, now definitely, like I have a lot of female friends that like I would consider some of my closest friends, like Hillary from Mic Drop. Shout out to Hillary Hudson. I mean, Hillary's like family to me.
Mhm.
And I can't, like I could never see her in a sexual light. It would be like my sister, you know. It's I mean, I lived with her during her and her family during quarantine. I've known her through multiple relationships and everything, and I love her, but she's like family. Yeah, and so I would say now, like if you were saying Angel, she has a guy friend. Yeah, I'm trying to think the flip of it. Um, yeah, I'd probably be okay with it if I knew the dude, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, because like, you know, I'm sure she considers you a friend, Sean a friend. I mean, me and Hillary are pretty close. I'm just trying to think. Now, if it's somebody she's like, "Oh, we're just friends. We used to date," then I might have a problem
Oh,
with. I don't know. Yeah, because have always done this in relationships. Is I always try and say, if the roles were reversed, how would I feel? And so
mhm,
I wouldn't, you know, I'm not like, I mean, I'm cool with like women that I dated. I haven't had really bad breakups, but I don't like talk to them on a daily basis, you know, like me and you talk, you know.
mhm.
I'd consider them, we're cool, you know, friends. I don't know, but um, I feel like it would be disrespectful if like my last girlfriend I'm talking to every day and fucking telling her shit like that I tell you, you know, it's just I
Mhm.
feel like that's disrespectful to Angel. So that would never happen. So I think all things considered, I would be fine with Angel having a male friend if I knew him and I knew like the situation was similar to like me and Hillary. And she's we've stayed with Hillary, you know, and Hillary loves her and we're friends, you know, or they're friends. So that's how I would answer it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, outside of you and maybe a couple other guys, that the rest of my friends are females, especially
Mm.
close friends. Mia Jackson, Kalia is one of them. I
Oh yeah.
mean, the people that I talk to frequently, we don't have to talk every day, but we have consistent communication. And
Yeah.
I've been in that situation, and I'm not, you know, and I feel it's the same way. Neither one of us are sexually attracted to each other like that. That it
That's a
creates.
look at BS Jeffrey hit both of yours. Neither can be attracted to the other and or must be
Yeah, there
gay.
you go. See, because Mia is straight and Kalia is gay. So I
Yeah.
mean, but we don't. We've never even interacted like that before. But I've had girlfriends that two in particular that were like, "No, I don't even want you talking to them," and I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
And I don't like to operate that because I think the same way you do is like I'll think of it as the shoe. What if the shoe was on the other foot and you had a male friend? Just as long as it doesn't look like anything funny is happening. I had one girlfriend get mad at me one time because Mia in particular was like, "Hey," she was just, and I told her this. I was like, "Yeah, you know," Mia asked me, "Was I happy with you?" And I was like, that was just a general question I would ask a friend. Hey, you good?
Yeah.
Y'all happy? You good? Because not from a, oh, I'm trying to see
Right.
if you, it's more, it came from more of a place of, I just trying to make sure my friend is happy
Yeah.
because I know what you've been through. So, and I was like, yeah, now we good. But she took it as a shot. What's up,
What up,
crazy?
crazy cutie?
She took it as a shot that she was being questioned as to if she was good enough. I don't know if and I said, I mean,
Insecurity.
yeah. So I was like, it's not like that. She would never. And then why would I run and tell you that if it was something that was all that was off centered? Why would I tell you that? She sees that I'm actually happy. Like, so she's
Yeah.
just asking, "Are you good?" you
You
know.
good?
But I'm like, yeah. I'm not opposed to my lady having a male friend, but I don't be all touchy and
Right.
y'all dated before. That's a hard no, because I don't know what's going on behind closed doors when I'm not around, and I have seen that happen before too. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Now, okay, in this whole scenario, um, she, let's say, some barber. We'll just say it like Angel finally found a barber. It's a
Mhm.
dude, but it's a gay dude. So, so as far as I know, but no, um,
Oh, I almost said something. That's gonna take that offline. Go ahead. No. We'll talk about that one.
All right.
That's a whole different story.
Oh shit. Crazy Cutie said Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul at the weigh-ins a few minutes ago, and it was dope. How great shape Tyson is in. All right, I'll have to fucking
Well, we're gonna see tomorrow.
yeah. But we're talking about love in black and white, so we're gonna stick to slapping women. So, just kidding. We just want to say here at Love and Black and White, these are all just jokes. It's not meant anything. Domestic violence is no laughing matter
It's
for
not
men or
acceptable.
women. All right. So, okay, yeah. So she we'll just say a barber, just because that's the only thing I can
Mhm,
think of. She has a new barber, and he is straight. You guys have been dating for a while,
mhm.
and and she's telling, oh, he's so funny, and he does great on my hair, and yeah, he invited a few of the his clients out for drinks, but she doesn't say invited us. She just says he invited me and a few of his clients out for drinks.
Then my next question is I mean, you can go, but are you taking me with you? Are you saying we are going out with him for drinks, or are you saying
And then she
you are?
goes, and then we're doing role playing, so I'll be here. I mean, yeah, you can go.
What does that mean?
I know. I'm trying to think of like the things that would fuck with my head.
Like,
Like, yeah, yeah,
what do
you
you
can
mean?
go. I
Yeah,
mean, you
what do
want
you
to
mean?
come?
Yeah,
You
what does
can.
that
I
mean?
mean,
That
he's
means
just
that
gonna
he
be
didn't,
like a few of
because
the
I would
girls.
assume that he would have said, "Hey," because I'm going to assume, because y'all have had conversations during the haircut or whatever that's going on, that you said, "Hey, you're my boyfriend," at some point. So I would think that if he's inviting you,
I'm trying to think if it. I mean, yeah, he knows I have a boyfriend.
so I guess we going out to drinks. So I guess we're going out, or you're not going out at all. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening here. I don't.
Uh,
I'm confused,
so
baby.
funny.
What's happening?
I know. Oh fuck! And the thing you were saying before about the girl that was tripping off Mia, asking her that that's an insecurity thing. I mean, that's one thing about Angel. Like going back to that thing when she it wasn't an ultimatum, but it's like she knows her worth,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
it's great, and she's very confident, as she should, because she's beautiful and smoking and smart and all that.
I
And
like how you fixed all that up from earlier. That's cool.
wait, what?
I like how you fixed all that up from earlier when you was talking about how you had to how you had to train her. You had
Hey,
to,
let's
yeah,
do it. I think we're about done here, so let's just get our plugs in.
yeah, no, but no, I want people to be who they are. Be who you are, and then I think I'm always a fan of whatever's done in the dark is going to come to light, because I've been a product of that many times. And I'm thinking I'm doing some shit that ain't nobody going to find out about, and then all of a sudden here it is. And so whatever you got, I'm at the point now, baby. Do whatever you feel like you need to do. But when I find out, and vice versa, then
Yeah.
then we'll deal with it at that particular time, and we'll see where this goes.
You know what it is? You know what all this goes back to? And it's not me being funny, because it really is about an age thing. I think the older we get, or people get, I'm sure it's the same for women too, but I don't have time for all the horse shit and the drama, and like Angel, like Angel and I, and been around us a bunch, and we've told you stories of our quote unquote fights, but we never really have major fights. But even if we have some thing, argument or whatever, within 2 hours we're joking about it, we're laughing about
Mhm.
it, and now they become like running jokes, like sucker duty, which I don't know if I've ever told that story on the podcast or not, which maybe I'll have to put that for the next one. the
Absolutely,
the
you got
sucker
to bring
duty
that one over
story
to
is
love
so
and black
fucking
and white.
funny. I'm just a fucking sucker duty now. But yeah, like I've always, and Angel, I think we have the same mentality, where I'm like, to me life is supposed to be fun, life is supposed to be enjoyed, whether all aspects of it, whether you're talking about just in your day to day or in relationships you're in. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, relationships, it's a lot of work, and I get that, but I don't feel like like if it's right, it should be, for the most part. I think the smooth sailing should way far outweigh the rocky
Okay.
waters, and so I've always been like, life is supposed to be fun, shit's going to come up, let's handle it, and then get back to enjoying life. And I think that is kind of, in a long-winded way, sums up exactly what you're you're about, like what you're saying.
Absolutely. I mean, and let's keep it 100% here. Relationships are a job, but it's you get a job that you're passionate about,
Yeah.
you love, and that what do they say, that it doesn't feel like work. Then
Right.
you're on the right track. So that's the way we feel about comedy. That's the way I should feel about a relationship. Comedy is not work for me.
Right.
It's what I love to do. So
Yes.
yeah, if I'm in my relationship is the same way, then we good. We solid. If
That's
not, then hey, listen, I got to quit it and go find me another job.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, I might have to get a part-time job while I'm
right,
at the other job.
right. And I'm telling you, I'm on part time work right now as far as
Yeah.
relationships. You got 3 days. You
Yeah,
got 3 days, and if
you're
I
a
can't do that,
independent contractor right now.
oh, straight. That's even better. We on contract work. We
Yeah,
contract work.
it's an at-will employee, I can leave, you can
Mhm.
fire me at any time,
Yep.
cool.
So we always take
Uh,
it down to the G League.
yeah, crazy cuties. Yeah, I'm kind of with Carlos on this one. I hate to seem like the jealous type, but nice guys finish last, and if she disagrees, something just may be up.
Absolutely.
The 3-day notice. Yeah, the 3-day notice.
Oh,
Uh,
great! I think I've told that here though too. For those that don't know, we'll put this on full display. I'm right now. I'm at the point where if we can't pass the 3-day mark after I feel like, hey, we connected. Let's see where this goes. You got 3 days, and I'm not saying we both have 3 days to really kind of be like, okay, let's see what happens. If not, then I get turned off real quick, and I'm back to enjoying the peace and comfort of my place and being out with the people that I love who I ain't got to worry about.
yes, that's a perfect way to end it. So let's do our plugs and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I think I'm at LA Comedy Club tomorrow, and then I'm at another show at the Grand Hotel and Casino on Saturday. And then next week I am in El Cajon at the Sacuan Casino. And then the other shows coming up after that. You still didn't tell me about the one that I thought that I forgot about. We got to talk about that one.
Okay.
Check out parttimefamous.com if you want to see where we're going to be.
And this weekend, tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be in Foxborough at Patriot Place, where the Patriots play at the Comedy Scene. If you have any friends in Boston or Rhode Island, or because Providence is pretty close to it, or Connecticut border, tell them to come on over. Weekend after that, I'll be in Winter Haven, Florida, at the Laugh Out Lounge Comedy Club. And then the weekend then Thanksgiving, I'll be here. And then the weekend, Carlos is talking about laughs in Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, I got to verify, but I'm like 95% sure. Yeah, remember you had done laughs before, right?
Yeah.
Remember, and I emailed him. And he says, I know Carlos. I'll find the email, but I'm like
Yeah,
99% sure.
I need to put that on my calendar.
Yeah, I mean that'd be good. Fucking Jesus. What am I, your fucking manager?
No,
Like
you're
you're
my
doing.
booker.
Yeah, there you go. I'm at bigirishj.com for dates. What up, Stefan? We just missed you. Until next week, we'll keep trying to put the love back in your right.
See y'all later. Love y'all. Peace out.
Bye.